everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, hi, my name is Megan and I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And if you are not new here, welcome back. Today we are doing a what sold video. These are 15 sales from the past week of November 14th to November 20th. I picked these 15 sales for various different reasons. I just wanted to talk about them. And yeah, it was a pretty good sales week overall. I'm really happy about it. And let's just get into the video. So the first three sales we're going to be going over are from my ThredUp shoe rescue box. I posted a video about 2.5 weeks ago. I'll link it up here so you guys can check it out. And I just did a ThredUp shoe unboxing. I got 10 pairs of shoes. 3 of them have sold. The first item that sold from that box were these Top Moda Classy Cage low-heeled sandals in black. These sold for $25. They took 11 days to sell. My payout was $20.99. When I read you payouts from eBay, that is after eBay fees and also after I have purchased the eBay label. So this is kind of like my total profit minus cost of goods. So I was really surprised by this sale because I don't typically sell anything by Top Moda. I have seen it in the thrift store before. I always pass on it. I feel like a general rule of thumb, which I could be totally wrong on, but just like my general rule of thumb, if something has Moda in the title, it usually is cheap and not something I want to be picking up because it doesn't have a good resale value. So yeah, this is something I definitely want to pass on in the thrift store, even at the bins, but I had them and they sold, so I can't complain about it, but there's the first sale. The next item that sold are these Eileen Fisher Del Suede slip-on loafer in black. They were size 8. They sold for $30. They took about a week to sell. And with these shoes, I was really surprised because Eileen Fisher shoes in the past do not perform very well for me at all. Like, to me, this is an amazing performance by an Eileen Fisher shoe. Like, Eileen Fisher clothing, love it. I will pick it up all day long. Eileen Fisher shoes, I am leaving them behind at the thrift store because in my experience at least, they sit for months and months and months. And the sold price, like what I always sell them for, is deeply discounted off of my asking price. So I have just learned to leave them behind. These I picked up just because they were in my ThredUp box. And they surprisingly sold pretty well. My payout was $24.59. Again, nothing to complain about. And I would say though, if I did see these in the thrift store, I probably would pass on them even after this sale, just because I don't know if this was like an outlier sale or was this, oh, this specific style by Eileen Fisher does well. The next sale we're going to talk about from the ThredUp box is the North Face Chill Cat hiking boots in gray with a plaid flannel lining. These were women's. They sold for $50. My payout was $43.25, and it took 7 days to sell. Super happy with this sale. This is a sale that I would not have without ThredUp, which I know the past 3 sales, right? I wouldn't have them without ThredUp, but I could have found those Eileen Fisher shoes. I could have found those other shoes. These shoes I would never find in Florida, which is why I love ThredUp rescue boxes, because I'm getting inventory from different parts of the country. So stuff like this I will never find in South Florida, but I was able to list them and sell them for $50. Thank you, ThredUp, for that. And yeah, so there's that. And here is the ThredUp shoebox recap so far. So far I had 10 pairs of shoes in that box. 8 of them I decided to list. Approximately $65 was the total for the box. That included taxes. I did have ThredUp credit, so I paid about $32 approximately for the box. I just rounded up to the nearest dollar amount. So far I have sold 3 pairs. I have 5 pairs left, 105 in gross sales, $89 after fees. So I'm currently up $24 if you kind of do the overall price of the box, $65. And I'm currently at $57 if you kind of just do it from what I paid after my credit. So that is kind of the recap so far. If any of them sell this week, we will come back with an updated update. Getting back on track, we are going into my eBay sales. So first we have this Express Red Velvet Ribbed Faux Wrap Long Sleeve V-neck shirt, and then I used the keyword holiday. This sold for $14.99. My payout was $13.14. This is not an amazing sale. It is just a bread and butter sale, but I wanted to talk about it because of the keyword holiday. Last week I sold a ton of Christmas items, and this week I sold a couple different shirts using this specific keyword. I sold this, and I sold an INC shirt with the keyword holiday as well. So if you find anything that's like a red velvet or like red sequins or like a dark green velvet, something that makes you think of like something you would wear to a Christmas party or wear to a Christmas dinner with your family, I do recommend using the holiday keyword because I do think people are using it to search. Now, of course, that's just kind of my thoughts. There's no hard data to really prove this. I don't have communications with the buyer to be like, hey, why did you pick up, like, what made you find this listing? Was it because you searched this? But just because I was selling Christmas items last week and then stuff with holiday keywords are selling this week, I just wanted to highlight it so that you guys can include this in your titles if you're not doing so already. The next item that sold is this Caroline Barton, and it was a vintage piece, black gold sequins pearl embellished silk evening jacket. This sold for $54.99. My payout was $49.55. As you can see, it did take a couple months to sell. So kind of what this piece was is I find a lot of vintage pieces I feel like that look like this at the thrift store, and I just never pick them up because I don't have experience in them, and they usually want a good amount of money for them, so I just don't pick them up. This one was made it to a dollar a day at Goodwill, so I had purchased it for $1.49. So I was like, okay, let's try it out. Let's see how this does. And it performed pretty well. I mean, I was a little scared because it wasn't getting much traction. So when I say it performed well, I'm just happy with the sold price. But I mean, it doesn't really have the best turnaround time, and I feel like it didn't get a lot of attention on it. So I would definitely pick this up again if I found it at the bins or if I found it for a cheap enough price, but I don't know that I'd pay up on it. But I did want to highlight it because it was a $50+ sale, and I just wanted to show you in case you come across something like this at the thrift store for that you can get it cheap enough. I do recommend it. And hey, maybe it did sell because it's holiday time. Sequins, maybe holiday would have been a good keyword for this, but I listed it back in June, so I didn't think of that. The next item that sold is this Marina Rinaldi Sport black and tan sheer eyelet long sleeve blouse. It was a size 25, which is equivalent to a US 16. This brand is Italian, so the sizing isn't Italian. It is actually made in Italy. So it did take a couple months to sell, but I looked back on this brand. All of the items I have listed by this brand have sold. One of them has sold on eBay, 3 have sold on Poshmark, and my average sold price for the brand is $32.50. And I'm surprised that most of them have sold on Poshmark because I feel like this brand has a bit of an older demographic. It is not like super young, hip, and trendy. So I'm kind of surprised by that, but I just wanted to show you kind of a little bit about this brand, the items I've sold by this brand in the past, so you can kind of get a sense if you find it in the thrift store. So first we have this orange cardigan sold for $35. We have a little coat that sold for $30. This was actually damaged, so the navy part of the coat kind of bled onto the white polka dots. Noted it in the listing, sold for $30. And then the first time I ever found it right here, sold for $25. If you do find it in the thrift store, this is what the tags look like. They have Marina Rinaldi, which is the regular line, and then you have Marina Rinaldi Sport, which is more of their, like, I guess, casual line. I'm not really sure the exact differences. I haven't done like that much research into the brand to like tell you the differences between the two, but this is a brand I do like to pick up if I can find it for a good price, and depending on the piece, you can get good money for it. That eyelet top that I showed you, it sold for $39.99, so $10 below asking. My payout was $34.58. I spent $2 on the item, giving me a total profit of $32.58. The next item that sold are these dark academia, light academia, vintage express wide leg brown plaid pants. These were size small, sold for my full asking price of $25. They took 6 days to sell, and my payout was $21.94. I picked these up from the bins, and I just love these pants. I thought they were super cool, and what really sold these pants was the keywords dark academia, light academia. I'm actually going to be posting a video on Friday going over all of the different fashion aesthetics that are really popular right now with like the younger generation and on TikTok and all those different things, because they are great keywords to be using in your titles. And I do have a few sales I'm going to be going over that I have been using some of these keywords like Y2K, cottage core. And it's really important to know what those things are so you can properly tag your items and they will sell, because you can't just tag anything as light academia, right? Like I can't go back and tag this as light academia or dark academia and expect it to sell. It has to fit the fashion aesthetic that you're saying it does. So yeah, on Friday I'm going to be posting a video going all over the fashion aesthetics. If you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss it. And this is just the express brand tag that those pants has. You can see it was super vintage. Overall, is it a desirable piece? No, but you make it desirable by your keywords and your marketing of it. The next item that's sold is this Marni Art to Wear Lag and Look Abstract Brown Tie-Dye cocktail dress. This I listed at $100. It had two flaws on it. Someone sent me an offer for $70. I accepted. My payout was $61.72. I paid $7.50 for the dress, giving me a total profit of $54.22, and it took 3 days to sell. So I love this sale. This is an amazing sale. I wish I could find this brand all the time. I've never listed this brand to sell before. I found it once before, but it was a basic tank top. It was flawed. So I just kind of redonated it. This dress did have two flaws on it, but I decided to photograph the flaws, list it anyway. Still sold for $70, which is amazing. And a 3 day turnaround time, again, amazing. And you can kind of see it here. It says hem becoming unsewn from dress, and see last two photos. That's where I kind of circled the flaws and explained in the photo what was going on. And again, this dress, I'm sure it would have sold on its own with the brand, but again, I used keywords. We have art to wear here, lag and look here. Those are all great keywords to use as well for stuff like this. Art to wear, because you see like this circular thing right here. We have the different colors here. This is very artsy, right? So art to wear. I mean, artsy could have even been a great keyword as well. And then kind of the shape of the dress, it didn't have much shape to it. It's like more of a flowy, looser fit. So there is why I use the keyword lag and look as well. And it is just like a little cocktail dress. So there's this sale, and this is what the brand label looks like. It says Marni like this, made in Italy. And don't freak out if you see the tag like this and you don't see a size. The size is actually elsewhere on the dress. It's like different. Like here, I'll show you here. Let me move myself here. As you can see, the size tag is in a different location than the brand tag. Because I'm someone, if I see something that doesn't have a size, like I don't even want to pick it up, because I just like hate measuring things. And like I feel like it's hard to sell things online when you have no returns and it has no size. You know what I mean? So yes. Don't freak out if you don't see the size. You just have to kind of search more of the interior of the dress because it is separate from the brand label. The next item that sold are these Hudson green camo skinny jeans. I listed them end of October, sold mid-November. So they sold for $36. My payout was $26.34. There was a shipping discount in there. I paid $2 for them. My total profit was $24.34. So I believe I listed these at $45. I always do 20% off offers to likers because I like to move inventory quickly. So maybe I could have got a little more. I don't know. But I mean, only one person liked them anyway. So it's like not like whatever. I'm totally happy with the $24 profit. So Hudson jeans are typically a slow selling brand in my experience. Every time I pick them up, it feels like they sit around for a while and they don't garner much attention. Hudson jeans are expensive. They retail for like $200 plus if you're buying them directly from their retail. And if you're buying them from like Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus type of stores, but they also sell them at Nordstrom Rack, and they also sell them at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, discounted stores. So you can also get them for a cheaper price retail as well if you're really looking for it. So for me, this brand has a slower turnaround time. It doesn't have the best resale value. And also, this brand is an older brand. They've been around for a long time. So a lot of the styles you're going to be finding in the thrift store are more outdated, older pieces, which also contributes to the fact that it's a slower selling brand. So when I looked up comps on these specific jeans, I was surprised that mostly all of them were consistently selling over $30, which I find is a bit rare in Hudson to find a specific style that's not current, that is consistently selling for over $30, especially this. If you look at the rise on it, it was a 7.5 to 8 inch rise. So it wasn't even really mid rise, and it wasn't high rise either. It was a low rise pant, which low rise I don't think is very on trend right now at all. So a little bit surprising, but it is a consistent over $30 seller. If you find these at the thrift store, I do recommend picking them up if you can get them for a good enough price. I really don't pick up Hudson unless I'm at the bins or I can find it under $3. $3 and under, then I'll pick it up. These I did buy for $2, which is why I got them. The next item that I have are these Spanx, the Perfect Pant High Waist Flare Point Knit Pant, pull-on pants in black, size small. These took almost a month to sell, but these are a bolo style in Spanx. I know people say Spanx is a bolo brand, and it is. I mean, it's a pretty good, consistent seller, but I feel like soldier all over the place, right? If you find Spanx shapewear shorts, that's going to be a different price than if you find Spanx leggings and if you find these Spanx pants. So yes, it's a bolo brand in general, but there is definitely better bolo styles within the brand. So these are one of them, the Perfect Pant. Again, sold for $90. And look at the likes on them. They had 25 likes on them. They were garnering so much attention, and they were hemmed. So right here, pants have been hemmed, and then I included the inseam anyway. Oh, and all this stuff I found right here, where it has all these different things about the pants, I got off the SPANX website from the SPANX description. So I just wanted to show you general sold really quickly on these pants. So here's mine, sold for $90. Another lady sold them for 90, 71, 93 new with tags, 75, 100, and 76. These 25s are assets by SPANX, and they're leggings. They're not the style we're looking for. So if you're looking at just the style that we were looking at on my sold, you can see they have a really high average sold price. I know a lot of people say SPANX leggings are a go-to. Like if you find them, pick them up. I think SPANX leggings are good. I found 3 of them at Clothes Mentor. The faux leather moto style sells the best, but it's still not going to be selling for $90 like these pants. And then I had a regular pair of SPANX leggings that were more of a point knit, and those just were basic and they didn't sell for that much money. I mean, they did, like they sold for I don't remember the sold. I know it was under $50. Not $90, right? So yes, Bolo brand. This is a specific Bolo style that I do think is worth paying up for. The leggings, on the other hand, do your research on them before paying up. These I did pay $7.50 for, so my payout was $72, $7.50 I paid, $64.50 was my profit. The next item I have are these Free People FP Movement New Tags Ebb and Flow Flare Pants in a light blue gray size. These sold for $36 on offers to likers. Payout was $27.30. Was it offers to likers? I think so. It took 2 days to sell. This was a pretty desirable style. Again, they were listed for 2 days and they had 7 likes on them. If you look down here, they're also getting attention on Poshmark and Mercari as well. I know people say, oh, I'm done picking up Free People. Free People doesn't sell. This is a Free People style that is selling. If we want to look at what is currently listed right now, there's only 2 of these Ebb and Flow pants. I typed in Free People Ebb and Flow flare pants. Only 2 of them are listed, and they're not even in the colorway that I had. And if we look at the solds on them, I know this is $65 and I have mine listed at, I sold mine at 36, but now we're going to look at the solds on the pants. So all of the pants, Ebb and Flow flare pants, besides those 2, have been sold. And here are their sold prices, which is probably why those 2 are still sitting, because all the solds are under like $40, and then this lady has used ones priced at $65. So yeah, this is exactly the type of styles you want to be looking for when you're out at the thrift store. So you want something that doesn't have a lot listed and has a ton of them sold. That's how you know it is desirable. If it was the other way around and there was 8 listed, okay, I'm so sorry. So I didn't say it in my intro, but me and my boyfriend adopted a husky puppy this week. Adopted, adopt don't shop. He's 3 months old. We got him from the pound. I think my boyfriend went outside to the car to grab something, and now the dog's sad and howling at the door. I'm so sorry, but we're almost done anyway. Let me go get him. Let me go get him. All right, you guys, this is Storm. He is my new little puppy. This is Storm. He's my new puppy, and he was the one who was howling. Okay, so if we look at these pants again, all of them are sold. 2 of them are listed. That's exactly what you want to be looking for. If all 8 of these have been listed and there's only 2 sold, then you know it's not a brand to be, not a style to be picking up. Yeah, he's right here. He was howling at the door. That's why. Okay. Sorry, this explanation got a little all discombobulated because the dog distracted me, but let's just go on to the next one. Okay, the next sale that we have are these H&M muted green short sleeve v-neck cottage core light academia blouse, sold for $15. Took a little bit over a month to sell. It had 8 likes on it, so I really wanted to highlight the sale. It's not like an over $20 sale, but it is a basic H&M button-down shirt and is able to garner 8 likes on it and sell it for $15 in a relatively short amount of time. And again, it's all about the keywords, which I will be doing a video on Friday. Again, subscribe down below, hit the bell notification so you don't miss it. What really sold this blouse is the cottage core, light academia. And I priced it that way because of the style of it. Do you see these sleeves right here? This is a very like cottage core, like that mid sleeve, especially with this little thing right here. I don't know exactly how to describe it. I can only show you with my mouse because I don't know the correct words to describe it, but that is cottage core, the coloring of it, and the fact that it's a button-down shirt, very light academia-esque. So those are the keywords I used, and that is why it sold. He is all like just wants to play, wants to get down, but babe, can you take him? He's literally a little baby. Like he whines like a baby. He's literally a 3-month-old baby. Okay, now we are getting into my Mercari sales, which I only have two, so hopefully he will be patient. First we have this starter Chicago Bulls jacket. This I picked up at the bins. It sold for $66. My payout was $57.19. And as you can see, it sold in 4 days, which is amazing. So Chicago Bulls starter jackets go for good money. Starter is a brand that create like NBA and NFL apparel. I don't know if they do any other like major sports leagues, but they definitely do these two. Oh my god, things falling out. But they do, I know for sure, NFL and NBA because I've picked both of those up before. And the Chicago Bull ones in particular go for good money. If we look at the solds on here, we have 130, we have 62. Oh my god, you're knocking my AirPods out. You're knocking my AirPods out. Okay, we have 130, we have 62, we have 125, we have another 130 in the corner. So Chicago Bulls starter jacket, find it a good price, definitely worth looking up comps on it and picking it up. Not all teams are going to have the same resale value. This team in particular has a pretty good one because it has a big following to it. So if you find other teams, definitely look up solds before you purchase. So the next item that sold in the last sale we're going to be going over is a niche Neil Gunderman purple square plaid lag and lug long sleeve tunic, sold for $37. My payout was $31.93, and it's listed at the beginning of October, sold mid-November. So this brand is a slower selling brand. It always consistently sells for $30 plus. I am perfectly happy having something from the beginning of October and then selling it mid-November for $37. That is perfectly okay with me. And lag and look is a great descriptor for this brand. It is a great keyword for this brand. And this is what the tag looks like. If you come across it in the store, it's called Niche Neil Gunderman. Recommend picking it up. This, I always pick it up pretty cheap because thrift stores don't know what it is. So usually you can get it for a good price. And that is the end of this What Sold video. I'm sorry it got a bit hectic at the end. I hope I got out everything I wanted to say out. But this is Storm. Say hello. He's like, I want to go down. I know, but Lewis is outside, so I can't like let him unsupervised run around my office. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go take this little boy for a walk, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Say bye.